Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome back. Welcome to. Appreciate the support either way. My name is Joe Josh. I go by iChartDaily. Today is March 18th, 2025. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a window to my thought process, and we're going to be going over the importance of the 2-day chart and the RSI and MACD. It's a very simple process. Once again, a lot of this just eliminates a lot of the ifs and the maybes, and it's clear as day what you should be doing and focusing on. So first things first, this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. I have been doing technical analysis for about 17, 18 years now. I have been hypothetically investing and trading crypto for 11 years now. And I'm trying to give you visuals on how my thought process plays out. So the most important thing is RSI above or below the 50 line, MACD, have we golden crossed and death crossed. And there are certain things that play out time and time again. It's literally just waves over and over and over. You're just trying to see if the waves are bullish or bearish, making higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs. So first things first, you can see the moving averages. There's 3, the 7, 11, and 21. They change colors if they're white or purple depending on the time frame you're looking at, and if the RSI is above the 50 line or below the 50 line. It's one of the key things of looking at a chart and understanding if we're bullish or bearish. Next, so you can see the divergence numbers popping up. The divergence numbers show whether it's bullish or hidden bullish, bearish or hidden bearish, forming on multiple different indicators. So the goal is, once again, if the lines are purple, I'm instantly thinking either I'm going to start dollar cost averaging or we're opening shorts. If the lines are white, we're instantly thinking opening up longs or I'm taking profit. It's that simple. Once again, we were bullish from here, okay, when the lines turned white and we were using the moving average as support, staying on the left side of the moving average. This is another key important thing. We're making higher highs, higher lows, and on the left side of the moving average. Once we're making lower highs and lower lows, and we're on the bottom part of the moving average, we remain bearish. If we stay on the bottom part of the moving average and we're in section B, we remain bearish. If we remain underneath the moving average but in section A, it's bearish, but we could somewhat stay flat. Okay? If we stay below the moving average, if we stay above the moving average and we're in section A, we're using it as support. If we go below the moving average and we're in section B, we're using it as resistance. You could clearly just look at the chart and we'll back test it now, okay? So bullish, we're in section A, we're using it as support, higher highs. You could see we broke down, we're using it as resistance, but we are above the 50 line. The 50 line is the most important thing because we did not break support of 90,000 until we turned bearish here. We went down, went down, went down, and it's been bearish ever since. No more sideways, down, okay? Down, down, down. So, what am I looking for? The first thing I'm looking for is I'm looking for the RSI to print bullish or hidden bullish divergence, meaning I'm watching the waves down and I'm curious to see if we are going to form lower lows or the same lows on price, right? So I'm looking for this and now this the third hop coming, and I'm curious to see if the RSI continues making higher lows and goes above the moving average. Step one when you go bearish or bullish is you break below, and you can see that tightening, right? You could break above and you can see the tightening. Right here we're officially above. Okay, we're above, but we don't want to see a break below again. We want to see it using it as support. So as of right now, your most recent low is 34.11. I'm curious to see if we come back down and retest it. You use this support line again and continuously make another higher low, form your range around here with the RSI, allowing your moving average to bottom out. You then want to see it using it as support like this scenario, but over here, excuse me, you want to see this type of formation happening where we break below, right? We're below, we're above here, right? Because then you want to see it come back up to the 50. If we come back up to the 50, you know you're going from your price to the moving average. If we go from the 70 to the 50, we're going from overbought to the 50. We're going from whatever price down to the moving average. Once again, we could backtest. So the first thing you're looking for after a downtrend, right? Here's your downtrend. Here's your downtrend. You're looking for your first higher low or same low with your higher low and then a move above the 50, as well as you're using it as support. Your golden cross happens here. We went from 68,000 to 71,000, right? We broke here. You had your death cross here. Your lines turned purple here. We went from 68,000 all the way to 54,000, right? Where you were below, we're below, we're below, we're below. Right here, the 11th of July, we break above, okay? This is when you're opening up your position right here at 50, let's just say 57.7. You're going back to the moving average. You break above the 50. You're breaking the white line. You're going until your divergence number pops up here around 69,000. Again, you break below. You're opening up your short from 66,000. You break your moving average. You have your death cross. We go to extreme oversold situations. Your divergence number pops in. You're taking your majority of profit of 54,000. I mean, this is just, again, waves, 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 right? We break below the 70 line. We go to the moving average. Again, we break the 50 line. We go below. We are waiting for the break above the 50. We go from the 50 right here, 22,000, forget it, off to the races. Most important thing is if your RSI is above the 50 or below the 50, especially on the longer time frames. The shortest slash longest time frame is like the daily, 2-day, 3-day. Perfect. They worked amazing with it. I mean, you could click on any single ticker, even stocks, right? If you're below, right, you could see using it as resistance, 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 resistance. Nothing positive. We went from 47 to 46 to 45 to 43 to 42. When did we start turning bullish again? Well, look at that. When the RSI broke the 50, you're lining that up with the golden cross. You're opening up your position here at 40. Then to 45, then to 41, then to 46, then to 43. When did we go bearish? Right here, right? Officially, when you broke the 50 and you broke the 50, lines turned purple. We went from 53 all the way to 48. We went from 54 all the way down to 50. Once again, you want to see a break of the moving average. The RSI breaks the moving average. That happens first. Then your MACD golden cross is a couple of days later, right? You can see. This happened on the 22nd of January. Let me zoom it in for you. Right, so this was your most bullish thing right happened here on the 22nd. On the 5th was the golden cross. You're officially above the moving average. You went from 52 all the way to 59. Divergence number is coming in now 58. You're taking profit. We can go to gold, right? Gold. Once again, are we above or below? You were below, you break above, you're using it as support here. You line it up with your golden cross here. Gold went from 2,600 to 2,900. You're taking majority of profit here. Again, selling more profit here. When did we go bearish? You could see when we were using it as support, 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 support. Broke down, retested it right here. We went from the 64 all the way to 42. We went from 27.30 all the way down to 25.66. It's the same process. Are we above or we're below? Are we above? Are we below? Are we using it as support? We're using it as resistance. Using it as resistance and staying below made lower highs and lower lows. Staying above, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to the upside. We could look at the DXY. Same thing. RSI is below the 50 line. We went from 105 all the way to 100. We broke the moving average right here. This is when I said you want to break above, show that it's forming that bottom, double bottom, triple bottom. Then you want to see a move to the upside aligned with the golden cross. We went from 100 all the way to the moving average of 101. We then broke the 50. We went above the moving average from the 107 all the way up to your first divergence number of the 106 to the 105. We could look at any single ticker you want. You want to look at UEEC. UEEC, shout out to my friend Anthony, was bearish all the way from August 25th. I said nothing positive when you're in section B. Section B, once again, below the histogram, below the 50 line, resistance, 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 bingo, above the 50 line, right here, February 3rd, right here, the lines turn white, right here, we are up 187% in 60 days. Very simple, right? If you go to a longer time frame, it holds even more value. Even longer time frame holds even more value. You can see the below, right? This was all the way back in 2009. Purple, using it as resistance, using it as resistance, using it as resistance. Broke above the 50 line, line it up with the golden cross. We went from 4 cents all the way to 19 cents. You want to look at Solana? Let's look at Solana. Section A, Section A. I was looking at this the other day. Lines of purple on a monthly. Not the best. You can see here, once we break into Section B, has anything positive happened? Right? Down, down, down. Down, 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 right? Wow, look at that. Using it as support, using it as support. We were staying flat, broke above the 50, lined it up with the golden cross or a positive MACD momentum. We went from $21. First take profit was here. We need divergence, second, third, fourth. Now we are negative, right? We are purple. So what does that show me? Dead cat bounces and back to the moving average until we break the 50. It's that simple. But once again, it's hard to bet with the weekly because those are weekly candles, right? So the 2 days, fine. Wait 2 days, see if stuff's playing out. Solana is still in Section B. Section B, below the 50. Room to grow back to the moving averages. So you could have your dead cat bounce like this, but just be careful. We're looking to see if the RSI breaks above the moving average, starts using it as support, has room to grow back to the 50. Once it breaks the 50, you're off to the races. Trump coin. Trump coin, Section B, Section B. Yeah, I'm not even, quant. Here you go. Quant, Section B, Section B, saw rejection by the 50. We went up, saw rejection by the moving average, came down, made a lower low. That's why I made the bot to show you guys. It's literally looking at a weekly and a daily chart. I'm going to have it look at like 200-300 tickers, and it's going to show you which ones are in Section A, or Section A on the weekly, but Section B on the daily, which shows you could have a correction but back to the moving average and still have an uptrend. Or you could be in Section B on the weekly, which is below, and Section A on the daily, which shows you could have a dead cat bounce, but because the weekly is still below, poo, 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 poo. I mean, once again, these are weekly candles, bro. This is from March all the way to October, right? This was April all the way till November. We just death crossed, right? We just went down. So once again, the most important thing, daily, set an alert at the 50 line. Then I would set an alert at the 2-day, then the 3-day, then the weekly. And if those alerts aren't going off, I'm not thinking bullish. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on my screen here. That's the video. Once again, daily and 2-day Section B. There is very 95% chance there is rejection by the 21-day moving average. And there goes my internet. Love you guys. Appreciate the support. And any comments, questions, concerns, leave it in the comment section. Besides that, I would just appreciate a like, a comment, a sub if you appreciate these videos. All right, we're back up. Let's look at ADA. ADA on the 2-day. Section B, you could see Section A, we broke above, but it was a fake out. We went right below the 82 cents, and we are below, using it as resistance. Set an alert to 50, set an alert to 0 line. Doge, 16 cents. I told my cousin, yo, I don't like it. We broke into Section B here, January. I said, I don't like it. We went from 36 cents down to 16 cents, using it as resistance the whole way down. AVAX, Avalanche. I mean, Section B, nothing positive, nothing positive. Once you break into Section A, perfect. $23 up to $29. Taking my profit when the divergence numbers come in. Right now, you can see divergence numbers coming in. We went from 23 to 27, but rejection, rejection, rejection. You have to close the position fully here, else you get stopped out. Again, divergence number came in at 17. We went all the way to 19, but now we're seeing rejection again. Not the best scenario. Section B, flare. I mean, once again, Section B at support. Would like to see a golden cross, and at least a golden cross on the RSI, showing us that we could somewhat go flat. Once again, we don't break the moving average of 18 cents until we break the 50 line. H bar, Section B. You can see we went down, had a dead cat bounce back up to the moving averages. We double topped, but are still below the 50 line. Section B. Lower high, lower low, lower high, same low. Everything needs to still play out, bro. Once again, still need to see 1 or 2 more waves. Chain link, same thing. Section B, still not a golden cross, still not above, using it as support, still making lower highs, lower lows, still using the purple lines as resistance. Palantir is now inching close to Section B. Is this a inverse head and shoulders? Need to see that play out. Still in Section A, because we're at the 184 to the 484. I want to see them both in Section B. When they're both in Section B, you could see Section B. It's rejection to the downside. If you're in Section B but in Section A, we could still be going flat. So as of right now, we are remaining flat. This needs another 1-2 candles to confirm that we are using the moving averages as resistance. If it uses it as resistance and we head back below the 47 to 45, and this inches closer to the 0, we're going to be inching closer to 78.59, and again, using the moving averages as resistance. Curious to see where this one's at. Okay, so this is a perfect example of you're still in Section A, so that means we are not breaking. We're not breaking the moving average, or that range of 78.59 to like that 76 level right here, unless this breaks the 50 line. Set an alert. QQQ, yeah, below, we are below the moving averages, never a good sign. Daily, 2-day. Section B, we're going to be using the 7, 11, and 21 as resistance until we break the 50 line. Riot, Section B. You can clearly see using the moving averages as resistance since we broke officially into Section B here at the 13th of February. As of right now, you could have dead cat bounces, but see rejection at your $8, $8.50, and then potentially the $9.49 level. That's the video. Love you guys. Appreciate the support. Once again, if you're an amateur trader, turn on the Heikin-Ashi candles. It shows just clear as day momentum, right? You've been bearish ever since. And once again, you line up with your break of the section B line back into Section A with the golden cross with your Heikin-Ashi candles, breaking the moving averages, turning green, breaking the moving averages, the lines turning white, and then you're opening up your long until your divergence number pops up. Enjoy the day.